K-Rock. It's Tuesday morning, no eclipse. You can go ahead and stare at the sun like you used to. And we got Coachella tickets for you coming up later this morning right here just for listening to K-Rock. It's the very least we can do. And right now, what's going on in the world? Let's learn together.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. I'm actually reading this handcuffed to a radiator. Help me.
All right, we're going to start out with a scam, but it's a scam for the people, Klein. So this might make you happy. Everyone hates getting that registration renewal in the mail because it means you have to pay the DMV a lot of money. But especially when it has that little added smog check that you have to get, it's so annoying. And in California, they have a lot more rules for what makes a car safe to drive on the road, so it can be tough if you fail.
Yeah,
But-
we talked about shady businesses that we can't even believe are still around, like the vacuum repair shops and all these ones who are like, how can that make enough money to sustain? The smog repair, because I've been to a few of them, or the smog, you need the seal of approval.
It's like a specific machine that's for that.
They will say to you, basically, if we don't approve you, you don't pay. Which makes me think there's something going on where either
really? I
they're...
haven't seen that.
Oh, well, maybe the places I go to. Pico, Olympic, you know which places you are.
So I wonder if you went to one of these places because these guys just got busted. There were 12 of them that just got arrested because they had a device that they would attach to the smog checker that would pass your car even though it was full of smog.
I think that's where I went. I really do.
And the device itself is expensive. It's like $18,000, but these people would charge like $300 for a smog check instead of the normal $50. So,
right, because they would say you're going to get approved.
You're going to pass,
right.
Exactly. And a lot of people that have like old classic cars, some of those engines, they're going to be spewing all kinds of smog onto the road. That's just how they are. So these guys would be like, hey, quote, you're going to pass, but it's $300.
Yeah, and people pay it because they want to get that clean.
Well, yeah, because the repair job is going to be like thousands of dollars.
Right.
Yeah,
So
totally. By the way, I went to a place like this, and it was really so. My car was going to pass, right? And I see this guy. He's like, "Hey, can you guys take care of my buddy, if you know what I mean?" And they're like, "Yeah, we got you." And I was like, "What is happening here?"
Whoa.
Yeah, that's how it is, dude. I'm not saying
We got you.
I'm not saying all smog places are shady, but I'd say 99.9% of them.
I agree.
Have a
some kind of side operation.
yeah, like there's a regular person going in with a car that passes, and then there's like a way where they're like, look, you can pass or you can pay to pass. Mm-hmm. And I think we've all just accepted it.
You're a pay-to-pass kind of guy.
Oh, absolutely. You kidding me? Whatever you need.
100%, yeah.
Not passing I've never passed a test in my real life, a regular test.
I'd be so mad I didn't pass for real.
Yeah, if I had a teacher that accepted bribes, I would have paid to pass every test.
All right, No Doubt reunion is this weekend at Coachella, but another band that everyone always wants to reunite is Oasis, and it gets talked about constantly. And for anyone who is holding out hope, here's the latest. Andy Bell from the band Ride made some comments about a potential Oasis reunion. And he used to play with them. And when he was asked about Oasis, he said, yeah, they probably will get back together. Yeah, I think they probably will do it. I don't think it looks likely right now, but life is long, isn't it? So, of course, Oasis fans were taking that, and they were getting all excited. And Liam has already jumped in and said, no, that's not happening. And he said, quote, we must all really move on.
The best is when someone, it happens every couple of months where someone puts out some statement of like
some
hope.
Seed.
Or I chatted with one of the whatever.
And he's so quick to jump in.
And immediately one of them goes, it will never happen. I hate my brother. He's a POS. And like they shut it down so quick. Yeah.
Maybe.
Guess it's not going to happen.
You never know.
You can reverse mush it, Allie. You've got the power of the mush so well. Like you.
Oasis will never, ever, ever, ever get back together.
All right, there you go.
It will never happen.
That is right. What you just experienced, guys, is something called the power of the reverse mush. And only Allie. Whoa, listen. Whoa. Whoa.
Liam?
Hold on. A reunion show at noon today at the Tower Records on Sunset? What?
All right, movie theaters have been doing a lot to try and get people back into the seats, and it is starting to help a little bit. Like, they're getting closer and closer to the levels that they had, like, in 2020. But this summer, they are going to try some new things to try and get even more people into the movie theaters. And some of the things that they said they're going to do is they're going to start getting really creative with IMAX. They're going to start start doing like themed events with like themed popcorn buckets and themed movie experiences. And they're also going to do more re-releases. So those movies that were like, we're just going to release this movie again and everyone will go see it.
Yep.
And then they're also going to do like these mini film festivals. So they might do like a weekend of Star Wars or something
Why
like that.
do people not enjoy going to the movie? I went so my kids and my wife didn't want to see Ghostbusters, so I went to the movies by myself on Sunday, and I had an awesome time.
Wish you had called me, dude. I would have met you. I would have go. I want to go to that, and I can't go. I got no takers in my house.
Dude, yeah, so I was just like, well, if you guys don't want to go, I'm going to go check it out by myself. Had a great time. The movie-going experience is great.
See, that's another event, though, that you could do is like the singles that are left over that want to see a movie that no one else wants to see. They can all go see it together.
Do you know the reality? This is the sad reality, but it is very true, is that I think the concept of anyone not being able to look at their phone for 2 hours or an hour and a half, however long the movie is too much for a lot of people to bear. And I think that is part of the reason that we have a hard time. Our brains, as you know, are all getting rewired because we're used to getting just new, exciting, not on this show necessarily, but in other places, new, exciting content every 11 seconds or whatever.
And we're used to binging
And
things
so when you go to sit in a movie
home
that actually was written and sometimes there's a build and you've got to stick with the story, I think people's brains have a really hard time keeping up. Even something like Ghostbusters, it's not like a deep thinker.
Right.
No, but I think like Oppenheimer was so dense
Right.
that I think I think obviously it's a very celebrated movie. It's a good movie for like on paper, but I don't think people can pay attention that deeply for that
Can't.
long.
Nope.
No.
I couldn't even finish your sentence you just started. I tuned out. I'm on
Good thing
TikTok.
we're done.
I'm on TikTok.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Let's get to your ADD news. But first, I guess everyone's anticipating the spin. Allie's off to Coachella on Friday for Cheapchella. What will her outfit be this year? It's based on something on this wheel. Every day it'll change. Today we're looking for fashion.
And some people have added or suggested things to add to the wheel, like my Mario costume from our Måneskin video.
Apparently, the number one search term for fashion this year, Coachella, is 2014 core. It's up 12,000%.
What the hell does that? This is why I hate fashion. What the hell does that mean?
People are all the styles that were big in 2014,
What
a
are
decade
those?
ago.
I don't know what those are.
Eventually, you're going to be right. I mean,
Is it skinny jeans?
I don't know, Allie, but let's figure it out. Give it a spin. Let's
All right,
find
here
out.
we go.
This is what Allie will be dressed like at Coachella, her first ever Cheapchella. Oh, there goes offensive Native American costume. Come
on, dollar store T-shirts.
It's not dollars. That wasn't on the wheel. Number 8. Oh, Allie, congratulations. Fairy core.
Fairies?
Fairy core. It feels like homophobic to say
God
that like this.
damn.
But Allie will be in a fairy core, which is a very popular trend this year. You'll be on trend.
No, because that's super femmy. Like, it's like wings and jewels all over my face and feathers, and I don't. Oh my God! There's so many accessories. That's what's expensive with fairy stuff.
Well,
No, you can make it all yourself, like at Michael's. Just
Yeah.
go to Michael's or something, pick up all that stuff.
Just
do it
buy like a
yourself.
bottle of gems and glue them on my face.
There you go.
Yeah, borrow that stupid bee costume Johnny wore here last week. You can wear that.
It's not a fairy.
Well, whatever. You're only going to look like a bee no matter how many wings. Allie's going to look like a swollen bee no matter how much effort she puts into. Let's get into your news now, then we kick off a brand new hour of the show.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. Ooh, misinformation. This will be fun.
I wish I had read 949 who said Allie should wear a scented trash bag.
Why didn't we add that?
That's a great costume.
Actually, I would like that more.
Yeah.
All right, the eclipse happened yesterday. Here are just some of the many highlights.
We're in the dark suddenly. How did that happen? I don't know. Oh my gosh. We can see the rays.
You can look up. You don't need the glasses. Just look.
This is amazing. We got to see at least a second of it, and that was so worth it, wasn't it?
No, it's not. By the way, I love the guy in the background saying, you can look up, you don't need the glasses.
Yeah.
That guy is giving great medical advice.
But here's
How's
some.
your eyesight, by the way, Klein?
Yeah.
My left eye is, I'm telling you right now, I went raw dog yesterday on the Eclipse, and my left eye is still, I'm getting like double vision.
So pertinent information for anybody who is that idiot who looked directly at the sun during the eclipse.
Thank you.
I did look for a split second, and I don't even know how anybody's able to look at it for any prolonged amount of time because it
felt
was
like a
Megan
shower.
so
Holiday did the same
effing
thing, by the way.
bright.
Oh, Megan
she
Holiday did did too?
Yeah,
well, we're not
she was
bright.
talking
We
about
all
it.
work in radio, so.
We are not bright. Even I feel like the sidewalk when you looked down was very it was hurting my eyes. But if you think you have damaged your eyes, here's what to look for. If you directly after looking at the sun experienced eye floaters or flashers in your vision,
Yes, I do. I have those.
then you may have damaged your eyes.
Nice.
If your eyes felt sore or painful afterwards.
Yeah.
If you had any blurred vision.
Yeah.
If you had any eye sensitivity.
Oh, yeah.
Or if colors look distorted.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting a weird, pixelation effect happening.
Really?
Oh,
Do I
yeah.
look hotter?
No.
Oh.
Still no.
Do I look pasty?
Yes.
Damn it.
That's how I know my vision works. Allie still looks very undoable.
If you look at me directly, it will hurt your eyes.
Yeah, that's pretty bright right there. The reflection I'm getting off Allie now is pretty bright.
All right, I know we complain a lot when the weather is bad here. It was barely windy yesterday and everyone was complaining, but here's just how bad it can get in other places, just for reference. I don't know if you heard about this, but in southern China, they just had a freak wind event that got so bad, people got sucked out of their own apartment windows.
Oh, it's so cool.
I mean, it wasn't cool because it was really bad.
Nope.
This happened
That
to
was
three.
the sound of the wind.
That was
the wind. Allie does a lot of impressions.
That was all right.
Out of
I don't even need to
context.
get that was out of context, and I'm not even going to give the context of that at this point. So this happened to three people.
It
Two
was her
of them.
impression of Benihana.
No, yes, the knives.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, clinging back and forth. Two of the people who got sucked out of the windows got sucked out along with their mattress. Air conditioners got sucked out of the windows. 2,000
Whoa.
trees came down. And this is in addition to other weather phenomena that happened in China this year. They had record-breaking heat and record-breaking cold of negative 63 degrees.
I'm starting to think this climate change talk is real.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
What the hell is happening?
I was expecting a little bit more rain here, a little bit colder. We got more rain in LA this year than I remember previously, but I was
This
not.
is like end of days stuff. People getting sucked out of the windows
Yeah.
because of the wind. That's like the earth trying to kill us all.
All right. Well, it's been a good run.
Hey, we had a few billion.
Allie's not going to make it to her first Coachella because of the wind. We
I
kick
have,
off.
I have a sound of the end of the world. You
Oh,
guys
go
want to
ahead.
hear
Yeah,
that?
sure. Yeah.
Like,
Oh my God, that sounds terrible.
Klein, Alley, Show! Mornings on KROQ.
106.7 KROQ.
All right, there was your Muse. Now it's time for your ADD News. Then we get you into Coachella. All that's happening this morning right here on KROQ. Glass Animals stopping by the studio as well in the next 10 minutes plus. They've got some exciting news to share with you about the future. If you're a fan of all things Glass Animals, new songs, an album, etc., Dave will be stopping by to hang with us. We'll get your two epic questions with him. But first,
Grab your Adderall. It's time for. Wait. Where's my Adderall? Hey! Get back here! No!
So unless you were on Jake's feed, you got a lot of solar eclipse reactions, and here was the general consensus from most people.
Oh my God! Did you see it? Oh my God! Isn't that amazing?
It's incredible.
So obviously a lot of people who got to experience the totality of the eclipse said it was life-changing. It was a core memory, right? They'll never forget it. But Johnny said it was hella mid, and Klein never cared about it from the start. And Klein, I thought you would appreciate A.J. Brown's opinion. This was his video reaction to the eclipse happening in real time.
Then they got the flashlight at the sun up there. And then they just put a little sheet in front of the sun. I could have did that.
yep, that's right.
What the hell?
He's right. Give that guy an Emmy or something.
Oh, he goes on.
Put a little quarter or something to cover up the light. That's all they doing.
All they're doing is put a little quarter up there
Jeez,
to cover the light.
Look, you want to make an eclipse today? Easy peasy, baby. Just get a quarter, sit outside, boom,
So
eclipse.
they're just putting a little sheet over the sun.
I mean, it's by the way,
could have
I
done
have
that.
no problem with anyone who enjoyed the eclipse. I'm all about finding things in life to get excited about, even if they
no,
seem.
you're not.
Well, no, I'm not, but I can understand the concept of that.
You're all about finding exciting things in life.
I understand when people get excited about things that are, like Allie with her Odo accomplishments. It's all just crap, and she tries to find a reason to make driving more fun.
Very exciting.
But when Jake and people like Jake inconvenience themselves and many others and drive 48 hours to see the thing. And then
Most people who are dumb about it.
Yeah, I think that's my issue is the dumb Eclipse people.
Yeah.
Regular people that went outside. Most people yesterday at some point went out. What's
But
everyone
some people
doing?
spent their life savings to get out and find the exact moment, the exact place.
Idiot. Good. Watch all the eclipses when you're homeless because you spent your life savings on this.
All right, it's about time for the super bloom this year. This is when the poppies at the Poppy Reserve start opening up due to all the crappy weather that we've been having. And we get to reap the benefits of that by trampling one another for an Instagram picture. But apparently this year, it is not happening. Poppies, apparently, and I didn't know this, they're needy bitches. And if there's too much rain, they don't properly bloom or open up to make it that big, pretty wave of orange.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's happening in LAX. How is it not happening right there off the 15?
So apparently at LAX, the conditions are just right. And on either side of the runway, if you're taking off or landing, on either side, you can see what they call a rare occurrence of these beautiful poppy fields.
Turns out poppies thrive on traffic and anger.
And contrails.
So that's, as a result, they are blooming by LAX.
And construction.
Just angry. Swear words, profanities. They throw probably all
Falling
that,
engine parts.
It's probably all that water they've confiscated from people trying to get on the plane. They just toss it out the window, and now all of a sudden you got this big poppy bloom outside LAX.
So they're like, oh, when you're leaving, or coming in, make sure you look out the window. And I'm thinking, God, how sad. Everyone travels so far to get these Instagram pictures, and now they're resorting to just looking out of a plane window. And those pictures are never good.
But it's funny because LAX supposedly is having terrible congestion for 3 different reasons. You've got spring break travel, then you've got all that eclipse travel, and then you throw in the mix. They decided this is a good time to start doing more construction there.
Yeah, people were waiting like 2 hours to get to their gate.
So they're like, what is one more thing we could do to really screw this up? You know what?
Beautiful poppies.
Let's promote the poppy super bloom. I mean, it's like so stupid. What's going on over there?
Well, they're like, we need something good. Okay, I have never been into fashion, as you know,
Clearly.
and I've really never understood the purse movement. But
the purse movement?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Klein.
The concept.
Your wife has so many purses.
She has a closet of purses. You can't have your own closet because she has a closet of displayed purses.
By the way, do you know that in the 50 times I've ever asked her for a thing out of one of her purses, she's never had, like if I'm like, hey, you got
gum?
Got gum? No. Do you have a spare key to the house? Nope.
So there's nothing in it at all?
Do you have a tissue? Nope. I don't know what's in there, but it's nothing useful. I asked her for use. If I had a purse.
I think you're not supposed to put things in it because it devalues the bag.
So
it's just about walking around with the bag.
So the bag is not for storage even?
We went to a party and Katie was like, have you noticed all the bags on the table and where they're from? I was like, I did not even know there was a table of bags. I don't even know what you're talking about. But they notice it. Other people notice it. And apparently Birkin bags are the cream of the crop, and they're from Hermes, that company that makes really, really nice watches and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, these bags are so hard to get that there are now Reddit threads about basically their path to getting this bag.
Yeah.
And I guess they're quota bags where, like, if you spend enough money at Hermes, you can qualify to be offered the chance to purchase this bag, which can be up to $10,000 or more.
My wife explained the racket they got going on there, and apparently what happens is some people get invited in. You have to get invited, I think, to even go. And then if they invite you in, that doesn't mean you can even buy a bag. They kind of size you up a little bit. Like, I don't know what they're just trying to figure out if you're, Birkin material.
Yeah, they said creators offer advice on what to say, how to dress, and when and where to go to better their chances of being offered a bag.
Yeah, and I was trying to relate with my wife on like a personal level. I was like, it's kind of like getting picked to go on Price is Right. Like, you go there and you want to be the right type of woo, like, because you want to get on the show.
Yeah, you don't want to be too crazy, but you want to be interesting enough.
Yeah, and she's like, no, it's not like that at all. I'm like, well, it's kind of it is, though, right?
That's such a sad example.
Yeah. So I know people are like suing Birkin now or something because they're saying it's like
it's resulting in a lawsuit because people feel like it's just madness, because it is.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that you have a quota of things you have to buy before you can be offered to spend even more money.
If I had a Birkin bag, it would be full of so many good snacks. I would have all the snacks in there. Oreos, Hot Pockets.
I'd put other Birkins in there, like my Birkenstocks.
Oh, my. No, that's a terrible idea.
Birkins and Merkins.
God, there's no one. You'll never get it back with that attitude. Let's get to a brand new hour of the show right now. You want Coachella tickets? Now's the time.
Klein Alley Show.